Satnam. Satnam and hello. It's so good to be with all of you. Welcome to my channel, Opal Rose Oracle. I'm Adesh Purankar, and welcome to Aquarius season. Today we had a moon. The moon was transiting from Sagittarius into Capricorn, and as of tomorrow, we will be into the Capricorn transit. And I wanted to take some time and tap into the energies of the planets at play for the collective and see what kind of insights we get from Spirit. I'll be using the Mystic Fairy Tarot. Oops, sorry, the glare is super fun today. I wonder if I adjust, it'll be different. Let's try it. Okay, so we might just be dealing with some glare tonight. And then I have the Goddess Tarot that we'll be using. Ooh, I think if I tilt it down, that might provide my solution. And then I have 3 different Oracle decks that we'll be using. And I have the Animal Spirit deck, the Follow Your Light Oracle deck. For this one you have to tilt really, really down. And then we have the Kuan Yin Oracle. I love these cards. They're so beautiful. So I have a bunch of cat friends. They may say hello at some point. You may have just heard Dune. He jumped off the table and well, he's going down the hall now. He's super fun. I love my cat friends. But yeah, I did a meditation for this reading, just connecting myself to the golden chain. For those of you who do not know, I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher and practitioner. And so when I do meditations, I'm typically doing Kundalini yoga meditations. So I did the meditation to increase intelligence, which uses the Jupiter and Saturn finger. So that one really taps you in and tunes you on. And then I did the Half Star of David meditation and the Crown Chakra meditation. 2 very, very, very powerful meditations that you guys can look up if you are looking to increase your intuition and your overall awareness bandwidth. Very, very powerful meditations. I'm going to take a moment and call in our angels, our guides, the beings of light and love and joy and success who love us unconditionally and who are here to support us on our soul paths, especially if you resonate as a light worker, a star seed, shadow worker, because you need both. You need that cohesion. One feeds the other. And so, I'm just going to take a deep breath in. I call in all our angels, archangels, and guides, beings of the highest vibration of love, light, and healing, and guidance, who love us unconditionally and who are here to support us, to come in and be with us and provide clear and concise messages for the energies of the moment, the current moon transit, these pre-new moon and Aquarius energies, so that we can Just continue to elevate on our highest paths. Beautiful. I'm going to start with our fairies, pull a few cards from there, and see what the energies have to say. What do we have for the collective? Show me clearly. Okay, this wants to pop out. We have 4 of Wands. We have 3 fairies looking at their little bead of water, like little dewdrop. So we have fire energy right off the bat. And to me, this is really taking a good look at our passions, our collaborations, how we want to move forward. We're in a really building time right now, really showing up in big new ways. What other messages do we have for the collective that we can expand upon the 4 of Wands? I love how this landed. Look at that. The High Priestess. No wonder. She's just like, use your intuition. Let me do a trick for you. Look at her sitting on her throne, deeply connected with the rhythms of nature, tapping into that inner power so that our passions are in line with our spirit, so that what we're building and collaborating on is in line, in alignment. I love how she popped up. This makes me so excited. I love the High Priestess. Let's see what else. Let's see what else the fairies have to say to us. Show me clearly, show us clearly. Expanding upon these collaborations using our intuition. We have the 2 of Wands and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So we have more fire energy. 2 of Wands. And to me, this is making a decision on our passions, on what we want to move forward on. And coming out with the Queen of Wands, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. In reverse, the Queen of Wands is a discerning queen, a wise queen. And she can be a little sharp with her words sometimes, because she's been through it. She knows. So she can be pretty matter of fact about things. This is the truth. And sometimes she doesn't sugarcoat things. And with the Queen of Swords in reverse, you could either be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Or you could be needing to use your discernment more than ever right now. What can we do to get... Why is the Queen of... Okay. 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 So we have the Sun, happiest card in the deck. What brings you joy? That glorious solar energy. But the Sun card, yes, you can talk about happiness and fertility and success. But it also talks about illumination, and that's what I'm really, really, really getting for this. In this time of Aquarius, there's going to be illumination about 9 of Cups, water energy, emotional fulfillment, your dreams come true. Now, this doesn't have to be a relationship. It very well can be. But I have this feeling that we're going to be illuminating our wish fulfillment. And these 3 cards came out together. We had the Devil in reverse, which I love seeing. Not that the Devil's a bad card. It just... This is coming out of, addiction. Coming out of codependent energies. Coming out of what held us back in the past. Just releasing it. So this is really, really beautiful. Like coming into strength, coming into healthier, happier, holier times. Let's see if we have any more cards on any cards from the fairies, any messages for the collective when it comes to this spread. Clarification. Okay. 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords can speak to a few things. It can speak to being sneaky. Things done in the dark. It can talk about anything that's dishonest or not even just, and if it's not dishonest, like on the negative side of things, it's like planning something in the background, working on something in the background. Like if you're an artist and you're in your creative process and you're not telling anyone about it. You're just like, I'm just going to work on it and everyone's going to get to find out about it when it's done. That can also be the 7 of Swords energy, where you're keeping your cards close to your chest, for probably darn good reason, right? Especially if it's something that you need to like copyright, patent, intellectual property rights. All that stuff's really important, even for us healers. Like if we have really, really great ideas, we live in the 3rd dimension. It's good to protect your passions. Star agrees. Apparently she really, really agrees. Let's see if we can get any more messages from the fairies, and then I'll move on to the goddesses. Fairies, do you have anything else else that you would like to add when it comes to the Seven of Swords? Five of Wands in reverse. This really has to do all about our fire, our passions, who we work with, who we're collaborating with. Because we have Four of Wands, Five of Wands. We're taking our passions in succession, ruminating about our passions, then really building on them. So I guess we're building a line in Aquarius season, and I love that. I want us all to be like stepping up in big, bright ways. I want to pull in the goddess now, because I don't want this reading to be like forever long. And see what insights and messages for the collective that the goddesses have to add in regards to our Five of Wands, our building on our passions, building on our goals. Whoa. Hope you're all doing well with your 2020 goals. We had another confirmation, 9 of Cups. So yeah, this is wish fulfillment and 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So getting the abundance that you deserve. You got emotional fulfillment. But we want the 9 of Pentacles to be right side up. That tangible 3D currency, if we're working on things that just light up our life. Ideally, we want both these cards upright. We want our emotional fulfillment and our third dimensional prosperity coming in, because we're spiritual beings, but we're having a human experience. So what can we do? Why is 9 of Pentacles in reverse? Why is 9 of Fortune? Sorry, getting a download. We have Fortune, Lakshmi. And I'm so happy to see this. Because Spirit's just like, it's coming. That was the download I was getting with this card, is because like they're flying in on this bird. During this time of Capricorn, we just steadily build and the opportunities will open up, because Fortune's promised and it came out upright. So stay positive, stay in the vortex, stay focused on your goals, keep taking those inspired steps forward. Those it's really going to be shining for us. I want to pull one more cards from the Goddess deck. Whoa! That is too many. That is not fair. Clear and concise messaging. We have Sacrifice, Kuan Yin, card number 12. Kind of jumped out in the reverse, though. She's holding the baby to her heart. So this makes me, we have to give to receive. There's the law of reciprocity. So either you're coming out of a time of great sacrifice, or there needs to be a little bit of letting go in order to have the prosperity flowing. Why did sacrifice come out? Kuan Yin. Okay. Six of Swords in reverse. And Six of Swords, air energy, like moving on to calmer waters. And so that's what needs to be done. Like, you need to cultivate that inner peace and that outer peace. And maybe that's not being done right now, but maybe that's what's being called to do. Why is the Six of Swords in reverse? Has the Six of Swords in reverse having to do with sacrifice, moving on. We have the King of Staves and the Queen of Staves, so we have a divine pair. It's the Queen of Wands in this deck. The King and Queen of Wands jumped out together. So to me, this is like divine passion and balance. We need to be balanced right now. We need to be grounded. And we need to sacrifice some things in order to regain our balance. And that could be as simple as like lowering your sugar intake. Like, I don't know, adding in more fruit, less cane, sugar. The cat's agree. Hey, when the universe speaks, I listen, and I like to call those blings. King and Queen of Staves. So yeah, we have a divine couple, divine union, and there is a lot of divine pairing going on right now. A lot of people are coming together with their soul partners and uniting. And it's really, really beautiful when you can go through these ascension processes together. So I think the King and Queen are also extremely wise, and they invest their passions wisely. The staves have sprigs of green coming off of them, and that's like fertility. It's going to keep growing. So as we're moving forward, regaining balance, releasing, toxic thought patterns, toxic habits, toxic behaviors, allowing for the transformation, allowing for the balance, so that we can move forward and have peace, inner and outerly. It's going to be important. It's going to be, we're showing up in really, really new and big ways in 2020. So I just keep looking at this divine partnership and I'm like, it's going to grow. It's going to be fruitful. And that's so exciting. I'm so excited. I want to just dive into the oracle, got my animal spirit deck. I'm going to see what our animal spirits and guides have to say to us. Lion spirit, be generous. Spirit, 37, breaking down to a 10. Look at that strength. You know, it does take courage to be kind. That's what came to my head when I was looking at it. When you have the heart of a lion, when you can be generous of the spirit and just give freely from your heart, the universe rewards. See what other animals come out, have messages for us. Whoa. Hawk spirit, 32. Breaking down to a 5. Let spirit be your guide. So there is this affirmation that, you know, the universe has us as we do the checks and balances, as we process, you know, these transformational energies post-eclipse season. We're getting ready to set intentions. And Spirit's guiding us. And there's a certain amount of allowing the messages to come in, allowing ourselves to be guided. 2 cards popped out. We had Pig Spirit, use your mind wisely, 47, which is 11. And this, to me, is really speaking the power of how we talk to ourselves. Especially, like, if we're creating new practices, sometimes we can be really, really harsh on ourselves and bring out the hammer and go, drop the hammer. Drop the hammer. Don't be beating yourself up. Know better, do better. And just be so kind. Kind to yourself. Really, like, be your own best friend. The thoughts in here should be uplifting. It should be pushing you forward on your passions. Your mind should be on your team. And it takes practice. So be compassionate with yourself. You know, it took me years to get these guys to play nice. And I still have to reel them in. Because it's not constructive. We need to be wise with our energy. Especially when we're growing and we're giving and, you know, we transform, we integrate, then we be about it. As we be about it, we realize we're human. And to have compassion for when we trip on our own 2 feet. It's all love. It's all love. And we had Wombat Spirit come out with it. 68, dyslexic moment. Which is 14, which is 5. That's 2 5s, which 5 speak of change. Be at home. And it actually came out in reverse, but I don't read oracles in reverse. So be at home, whether it's your physical home and you're cleaning and cleansing and getting the vibes right in your space, or if you work from home, or if you're building a personal practice or private business, entrepreneurship, there's a lot of productivity that can happen, that can shoot us light years ahead in the comfort of our own home. And this is a great time, especially when it's, I don't know where you all are, but St. Louis, we're expecting 2 days of snow. Not right now, but tomorrow afternoon, evening, it's on. It hasn't felt like winter, but apparently we're in for it. So maybe where you are, you're going to be snowed in too. It's Aquarius season. The winds just got a whole lot colder. It really has, though. My fingers were freezing this morning. I was outside doing some journaling, breathing it in, just being with it, and have to warm them up and then continue writing. It's good to sit outside in nature, especially during transition times, like transition of seasons. Just kind of sit with it, breathe it in. It's kept me healthy all year. I don't know. I'm just here, shuffling, seeing if we have any other messages from Spirit, any more guidance from our spirit animals. I want to pull one more, then we'll move on to follow your life. What messages do we have to help the collective? Jumper. Yeah. Groundhog Spirit, card 31, which is a 4, speaks of foundations. Time to let go. So maybe this speaks to decluttering the home or anything. So this is our home too. Our multi-dimensional self sits inside our little meat suit and drives the meat suit through life and has this crazy human experience. And then sometimes we put things into our soul's home, serving it. Like maybe you're allergic to it or have a little irritation. Listen to your body, that irritation. Chronic irritation turns into illness. So we need to be good to ourselves, good to our bodies, good to our homes, good to our homes. And be willing to let go so that the yumminess will come in. The giving and receiving, love, reciprocity. I love it. I love how Spirit works. I have to follow your light oracle deck. I'm shuffling that now. Spirit, please let us know. That is way too many cards. I love when it does that. It cracks me up. What messages do you have for the collective to guide us on our highest path as we move forward? Show me clearly, show me clearly. That is another book. Show me clearly, show me clearly. Okay, the first card to jump out, protection, call back your power, cut cords, soul retrieval. Whenever you're transforming, and I love that, like, it almost looks like an eclipse, but it also looks like a new moon. It could be both. That's really popping out, but you know, as you ascend, protect yourself. Protect yourself in all dimensions. 3D, 5D, 12D. I don't care how far you ascend. At the end of the day, protecting our energy, protecting our work is important. And cutting cords, you know, it's you can always, a tool I like to use is sword fingers. Take your Jupiter and Saturn finger, put them together, and then use your thumb to kind of hold the Sun and Mercury finger down. And then imagine it's like a sword of white light, and you're just cut through. Sound effects and all. No, totally not necessary. But very much fun, and it's an important thing to do as we're moving forward, especially if, you know, everything served us at a point. But if we've leveled up to the point where something doesn't serve us, that's when we cut the cord. And if you want, seal it. You can imagine yourself sealing that space and filling it with just light so that there's not like a void in your energetic beingness. Because when there's holes, like holes in your aura, hole in your heart, hole in your soul, that's when things like to try to come in. No. Fill all the places and spaces with love and light. You know, just ground you in that new energy. Because a lot of us are doing a lot of shadow work right now, a lot of upgrades, a lot of root work. I know this last weekend for me, I went through a leadership training program here in St. Louis, and I staffed it this time. What a powerful weekend. Just watching 13 people just in the course of 3 days transform. It was a humbling experience, and I was staffing. So I was holding space for this, and man, it's going through the work again. Still got so much out of it. So much out of it. And that was a huge soul retrieval process, because you're going in there, you're looking at your wounds, you're letting go, you're forgiving, you're calling back your power. It's a soul work on a huge level. Let's see, angels, guides. What other messages do we have for the collective? Show us clearly, show us clearly. There's one that kind of wanted to jump out, but I wasn't convinced. It's cool. Okay. Yeah, protection, because we're awakening, guys. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Yeah. if you're awakening, if you are just expanding in a new and huge way, I mean, even if you're like 30 days into something, you're still like, it's still new and fresh and a new strength, and you're still strengthening it. These energetic upgrades, when you get downloads, the importance of integration. So I'm a huge advocate of naps because so much integration happens when you're relaxing. And I mean like truly, deeply relaxing. So you're either meditating, napping, doing a float, like minimal external stimuli, letting all the beautiful transformations really just kind of create a new matrix within you and around you. And when we are upgrading and shifting, especially rapidly, this is vital. This is so important because you're glowing up and you're going to be like a flame, and then there's going to be moths, and then you're going to be like, whoa, boundaries. I know I'm going through a glow up. I know my queen crown or king crown is on. Protect yourself because people may be noticing. Protect yourself. Yeah, I guess I'll share. Spirits like share. So I was doing this work this weekend, and it was huge and it was transformational. And I had someone try to hack my Google account like 6 times. 6 times. I'm doing this work. I am massively stepping into my power, like just in ways that I never had before. And the negative, like, thank you for text, like verification codes that come straight to your phone, right? It alerts you when people are up to no good. I ho'oponoponoed the crud out of that person. You come at me and they come at you with so much love. So much love. Cosmic love. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Ho'oponopono, huge, huge tool within my journey since like 2013. If you're not familiar, look it up. Totally worth it. Change your life. Really a blockbuster. But in that situation that happened, you have to protect yourself. And that's a very third dimensional way, you know, like, but still, everything's connected. So we protect ourselves. It's important, especially during an awakening process. It's like you're in an egg, and yes, I baby talk sometimes. You're in an egg, and you're growing, and you're downloading, and then hatching. That's vulnerable. That is so. Just think of like a little baby chick looking out of the egg, being like, God, this world is so big, so big, so big. And I'm just so tiny. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to walk. Okay. Something could eat me right now. Thank God I have mom. And when we're babies, we do have our, you know, our parental figures. And that's beautiful. But as we grow up and become independent, we become our own parental figures and protect ourselves. And if you're glowing up, ascending, walking through portals, raising the consciousness of the planet, then you know protecting your energy. And a great mantra for that, the Mangalacharn mantra, Ad Gare Name, Jugad Gare Name, Sat Gare Name, Siddhi Guru Deve Name. Say it 3 times. 4 pillars of light. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 corners. Knee, back shoulder blade, other black shoulder blade, other knee. If you're sitting crisscross applesauce. Easy pose. Protects you. It creates a white, solid, brilliant, like can't see your hand, brilliant white light around you. Protection. I do it almost every time I go for a drive. I have a few protection mantras I like to use within the Kundalini Yoga world. The triple mantra is a great one. It's like the Mangalacharn mantra, but there's a next stanza. And that one's another like total protection mantra. Super helpful. Kundalini Yoga mantra tools. I love when my words slip up. I'm like, I am a truly eloquent person, except for when I'm like, yeah. My own little tiny personal Mercury retrogrades just kind of pop in and out like that. Anything else for the collective protection during our awakening? Any other messages? Clear and concise messages. No more books. Okay. I'll take it. Group of 4 came out with us. We have Starseed. What lights your life? So shout out to all the starseeds out there, especially the ones tuning into this reading. This one's for you. For us. You know? But I love how she's sitting there on the edge of the universe, just staring out into its magnificence. She's like, what lights you up? Looking at all the stars, all the planets. Pure awe and wonder of the cosmos. What lights you up? And you're just like, everything. But we're focusing on what brings our joy, what brings our bliss. The great gathering, it's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe. So maybe you're getting together with people of like minds. Maybe the universe is bringing people into your life. Or maybe you're getting downloads on the people you need to connect with for the next step on your journey. All these could resonate in different ways for different people. The Great Gathering. I love these cards. They're so stunningly beautiful. Next, these 4 came out together, and the third one was transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. deep healing. I love her sitting on a throne, just pure alchemy, pure divine transformation, like cellular upgrades. I just got angelic upgrades, so shout out to all the earth angels coming in to help elevate the consciousness of humanity, hold the grid. Yes. Deep healing. This is a time of deep healing. That may speak to the collective kind of shadow work that's going on. Unbound, we are releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So as we're home, as we're letting go, yes, on one hand, we are focusing on what lights us up, bringing in what is going to literally, I got very, is that even a word? Uranically? Uranus, planet of sudden change, lightning bolt, just like sudden change because we're transforming and we are releasing everything that no longer serves. Ending those contracts, soul patterns, past lives. And if you aren't familiar with soul contracts, just know you can always just go into your prayer space at any point and go, Spirit, like, I release all contracts that no longer serve me and my highest good on my soul path in this life. I release them through all time and space and dimension for my highest good and the good of all involved. And just, amen, Sat Nam. So it is, so mote it be, whatever you end your prayer with. Beautiful. But that's one thing I like to do with contracts is just, go in beauty, whatever's not for me, go in beauty. Create positive karma as we move forward, right? We're glowing up, we're raising our vibration. We only want to be creating good karma. Especially if we're transforming. Like, we really know better now on so many levels. And then in so many other levels, we're like still pure innocent babies and just like constantly the student. It's beautiful. It's humbling. It's uplifting. The universe loves us so much. I'm gonna tap into the Kuan Yin deck and kind of get a couple messages from her to give us some final direction on really elevating us, healing us, soothing us as we grow, as we reach our goals, as we release all those old patterns, contracts, thought processes, what have you. Whatever it is you're transforming, we're transforming. So I'm right along with you. On the daily. That's what spiritual gangsters do. You pray every day. Oh, we have a jumper. Ooh, Mother Beerus. 18, which is a 9. I love this card. There's a real Kali vibe to it to me. Because don't you know a mama's fierce? Mama lion. Got teeth. Show me your teeth. Lady Gaga. I love it. Show me your teeth. Read from the book. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured, beloved. In the midst of any apparent challenge or threat, no matter how frightening it may seem, and no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path and in more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, you are loved. Beloved, you have been growing spiritually, and sometimes this evokes responses from others. The responses may be loving and affirming, encouraging and validating. Many will choose to be inspired by your growth. And sometimes, however, lower vibrational responses will arise, which might be fearful, insecure, jealous, or angry. These responses arise so that they can be healed. The healing for you is in how you choose to allow yourself to shine and not be diminished by the healing process of another. For the other, their healing is their journey, and you have offered them a great service. Know that you do not need to be afraid, nor do you need to hold yourself back out of fear. There is nothing that escapes the notice of beloved Mother Kuan Yin. As a divine mother of fierce compassion and protection, she sees all, she knows all, she blesses all. She can lift you beyond fear and threat, beloved, into a place of unity with divine love that secures you against any would-be threat and delivers you into peace. For you to benefit the most from her protection, you need to trust in her light and realize that she is shining through your own inner light, that she and you are one in truth. From this perspective, you can realize that you always have the right to say no to any energy of fear or doubt that seeks to cause you harm. Harm comes from a lower vibration. It does not need to be feared, but it does need to be responded to with assertiveness and compassion. Kuan Yin now helps you to retain your inner peace in the face of any lower vibrational energy so that you can be kind and accepting of the divine essence and all existence, no matter how heavily veiled the divinity appears to be, and yet also remain assertive that only unconditionally loving vibrations are welcome in your energy fields. A prayer for the Fierce Mother. Take me into your heart, beloved Kuan Yin, fierce with love, where the pure fire of peace burns eternally. May I be blessed with peace and protected now and always. May I feel the loving protection of your consciousness within my own heart. Om Shanti, beloved. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Kuan Yin is like, I am here. You want to move forward? I got you, good. Be strong, because my love is flowing through your beingness. I love her so much. It's got I know it's a Kuan Yin card, but it's got a real Kali vibe to it, like no nonsense, like lower vibes. Like, we ain't got time for that. Just don't. We've got really things to do, places to go, people to people to see. And if we're moving and rising and releasing old patterns, transforming, letting go, then you gotta protect your energy. You gotta be a lioness, a lion. Protect your healing. The card to come up with it is the Tao, card number 38. I love this. 38, another 11 card. She's so beautiful. I would get prints and frame them. They are just so beautiful to me. They're so poetic. The Tao. The Tao is always flowing, always nourishing life into creation, always presenting steps and solutions, and always reminding us that we are perfection in this moment. You are being guided to relax and allow life to flow. Beloved, you are being invited into a more advanced spiritual classroom of the soul. The reason why we don't have time for lower vibrations is like, come on, we graduated already. Like, already did that. It's like, no need to repeat second grade. You aced it. Like, come on, let's get on to third grade. Then continue rising. We've got time for that. Sometimes we think the more advanced means more effort, and yet in spiritual matters, as we mature, we become more able to stop attempting to control and direct from our more limited perspective, and instead become open to receiving and being directed by higher forces, which include our own divine essence, one with source, about taking those divinely guided risks, you know? This does not mean that we become a loose leaf blown about by the winds of fate. It means rather that we become like bamboo, strong within ourselves and able to move in this direction or that without losing our power. In fact, our flexibility can become part of what makes us a powerful instrument of divine creativity and healing. There are times when the Tao, the mystery of the source endlessly unfolding, calls us strongly to be flexible and to stop fighting against the flow and instead let it move us. It is the difference between trying to swim all the way to shore, not even knowing if we're heading in the right direction, but just thinking we could be, and on the other hand, allowing a cosmic wave to lift us, carry us, and deposit us on the shoreline and the right shore for us. You know, your perfect shore, my perfect shore. I would much rather that. Quickly and with grace. But why should it be so easy, you might wonder? The challenge is not to try and force life to unfold according to our whims, but to grow in trust, wisdom, self-love, and self-worth so that we become capable of surrender. The way is effortless, yet the journey to being able to surrender in the way, not always so effortless. We can make our molehills into mountains unintentionally. And so you are being asked to let go now, to relax, and to allow life to do what it does, which is flow. Life, the Tao, is more powerful than any obstacle. The Tao flows through all situations and presents natural solutions, no matter how unsolvable those situations may appear to be. It just needs to be allowed to do so. A prayer to the Tao. Guide me, restore me. I trust you completely. Your wisdom, love, and joy lights my path, and the way becomes easy for me. Om Mani Padme Hum. I really feel this one in my heart chakra, like this just sense of like relax and allow. Relax and trust. Trust that you're always in the right place at the right time. That there are no mistakes, that everything's divine orchestration. Yes, there is free will choice. That is your power to choose. You always can choose. Like you can choose to do it our way, which can sometimes be contrary to the flow of spirit, i.e. ending up in any old shore. It may be a good shore. It may be like a 7.5. But the universe has like 10, 11, like off the charts, like shore for you. And if we just relax and let go, the flow of spirit just kind of carries us there naturally because we're not resisting. And I just love that. It's like it's happening. Things that we want, the things that we truly desire. It's happening for us, each and every one of us. And that makes my heart so happy. I want to see all of us rising and shining and being carried off to our 9, 10 of cups, our happily ever afters. Well, yeah, happily ever infinity. Follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. Let's see, Kuan Yin has one more message. Really kind of wrap up this reading. For these energies, Aquarius season, this Capricorn moon transit. Show us clearly. One last love message for our friends, for our family. Show us clearly, show us clearly. Okay, 2 cards popped out. Tai Chi Rising and the Blessings of the Moon Maiden. Card number 32. It's beautiful. And then Blessings of the Moon Maiden. Card number 2. So jump over to 32. Your energy field is growing stronger with more spiritual electricity pulsing through your being. Take time to nourish your nervous system as it adjusts, and be gentle with yourself as you adjust to increased levels of spiritual potency, which gives more impact to your words, actions, and thoughts. So before I go into any reading, I just want to just be like, wow, yes. So as we go through energetic upgrades, a lot of times we'll become sensitive to new things. It's like a new allergy. Like you say when you were like 19, you could eat a whole pint of ice cream and be fine. 10 years later, and a few ascension processes later, you're like, I don't even want to touch that. Like, my body totally responds differently now. Like, I'm not even the same like person I was back then. And you aren't. Like, all your cells in your body have changed multiple times over since then, and for whatever 10-year period you're on. I mean, unless you're 10. But hey, 0 to 10, massive changes, massive changes. Back to the point, these energetic upgrades, you may get to a point where it's like you need to start getting alkaline water, free of like fluoride, and you're just like, I can't drink tap water anymore. I can't. I'm too sensitive to, just the things that your house filters don't get out, like the prescriptions and fluoride and chlorine and all the other fun things that if you're in the States, fun things they put in our water. Maybe you're really sensitive now. I had a girlfriend. Tap water makes her itchy, like wicked itchy. Can't do it. She has to get a special faucet. Apparently I can't think of shower fixtures, bathroom fixtures right now. I can't. But she gets one of those special spray ones that apparently has like a special filter in it, and it filters out all the chlorine and stuff. And apparently it works because she doesn't get itchy that way. And I'm just like, whoa. And that happens, like whether it's chemical sensitivities, food sensitivities, as we grow, we become increasingly more sensitive to toxins, negative situations, people, places, things. And especially if you're because as I was reading it, I was like, and for the Kundalini yoga practitioners out there, especially if you're new to practicing Kundalini yoga and your nervous system's going through the upgrades, like when you go through a Kundalini awakening, like when you go through a Kundalini awakening, sometimes it feels like your nervous system's literally set on fire. I had a really powerful one that sent my body into complete convulsions, and then I had a second mini one later that day in the shower that went straight up the back of my head, around my skull, and around my eye. And there's actually a referred pain pathway if you're into anatomy and physiology and know about referred pain pathways. There's a referred pain pathway that goes up your skull, up your neck, up the skull, and then around your eye. I think it's linked to the gallbladder. Don't quote me on it. It's been a minute, but it was so intense. It shot up, dropped me to the ground, and then huge emotional release. And it was essentially when you are having a Kundalini awakening, you're also, in essence, getting this whole nervous system upgrade. And it's intense. It really, really is. Because then all of a sudden, you need to take time to integrate, allow the energies to really solidify, and then be really gentle with yourself, because a lot of times you will just feel kind of like an open nerve. And it's just really, really opportune time to just like ground, hold yourself, like really like close your eyes, look at your baby self, imagine your baby self, cradle your baby self, like really just like, hi baby me. It helps. Self-soothing as a visualization practice. Very helpful to just calm yourself down. And speaking of calming, we have Nod here, who's our emotional support wizard, coming in to affirm how important it is. Hey baby, can you hear? Yeah. You can, I don't mind. You want to read this with me? You can. Yeah. He wants to chill. Aww. Nod. He has a friend who wants to hang out. So I'll read this really quickly, kind of grounding myself back in, but nervous system adjustments. Be gentle with yourself. Having a big energy field does not necessarily mean that you have a high level of consciousness, but when you do have exquisite awareness and a beautiful light, it is able to shine more brightly through a larger energy field. Whatever you have within you, a larger energy field will reveal it with gusto. You have a special light within you, and the elegance, beauty, and refinement of that light wishes to express itself more potently in the world of forms, so that others may receive healing and refine their light too. And you can help teach others about the power of gentleness, that force is not required, and that kindness can be the most healing and powerful balm of all. For this to happen more so now, your energy field is growing. It is like having a bigger light globe through which to shine your light, so that more is visible. As your energy field grows, your words and thoughts have more potency, like getting used to driving a car with a more powerful engine. Take your time and be careful as you realize the impact that your actions and thought have in the world of form now. You do not need to worry about this. You can go into your heart and trust that you will exercise your will and potency in the world through surrendering. Aw, thank you, kisses. Surrendering into your heart, where your own Kuan Yin nature will guide you into compassion and right action. Let your energy field continue to grow through chanting, meditation, energy work, and healing, and whatever else intuitively feels right for you. This oracle is confirmation that the growth is happening and needs to happen for you now, so that you are able to do your life's work most effectively. Oh, thank you. A prayer for Tai Chi rising. Through the mercy and compassion of Kuan Yin and my own free will, may my energy field grow to meet the needs of my soul light. May I be strong and merciful, powerful and wise in equal measure. May I be loving and potent with temperance and peaceful intention. Om Mane Padme Hum. Beautiful. Beautiful. You know, all that awakening, all that transformation. Being so good to yourself, being your own best friend. TLC, kind of momming yourself a bit. This is a really good time to just like take care of your health, like all the way around. More water, more fresh fruits and vegetables, just alkalizing, nutritionally dense foods, and water forever. Yes, especially in the wintertime. Hydrate so your skin doesn't run off to feed you without you. It's important. I oil my skin every day, like coconut oil, shea, cocoa butter. Wintertime, if you ain't living on the equator, dry, cold winter air can be so harsh. Well, thanks, Non. He is totally snuggling like so hard right now. It's so cute. You are so good. I love you so much. Oh, yes. So, Blessings of the Moon Maiden, our last card for this evening. The Moon Maiden, with her lucky hair, brings auspicious tidings of prosperity and abundance to you now. The universe seeks to replenish, restore, and create through you. Allow yourself to receive what you have thought is possible by opening your heart with gratitude now. Let the blessings of good fortune from the beloved Maiden of the Moon, Kuan Yin, flow easily into your life now. Gifts of abundance and prosperity are flowing to you now. You are being asked to open up to what you believe is possible, and then open some more. Allow good fortune in all its forms to come to you. Don't limit what you are capable of attracting with false beliefs about how much you deserve or what you're worthy of having. The universe will share with you so much more than you imagine possible as you open your heart and let go of self-imposed limitations, doubts, or fears. The Moon Maiden blesses with great generosity, blessings of good fortune and peace. Yet, we must trust how these blessings come to us and accept that we may need to grow from those blessings to manifest in our lives. All blessings need energy within us in which to vest, like a seed needing soil in which to be planted, so it can manifest in the physical world as a healthy, vital plant. Blessings such as a new partnership, life path, career opportunity, growth in personal or spiritual power, and financial healing require energy within us to be able to settle and grow into physical form, to be enjoyed and shared in our lives. Our beliefs, openness, vitality, and trust need us to be big enough to receive the magnificence of the blessings coming to us. Otherwise, it is like asking a wonderful vast oak tree to be planted in a tiny pot, or an ocean to be contained in a thimble. Do you know how easy it is for you to attract even more goodness and support for this growth in your life? Have gratitude for what you already have received and how you have already grown. These blessings would not be coming to you if there was not a readiness and ability within you to receive them. So share something of what you have with others in a way that expands rather than depletes you. You may choose to share kindness, your talents, love or affection, knowledge or material resources. Give from the desire to do so from the heart. Do not seek to give out of fear, obligation, or guilt. Just give what feels good to give, and your heart will open with joy rather than close with anxiety or fear. You will feel good and move even more deeply into the flow of abundance. The divine feminine endlessly creates over and over again, flowing in cycles just like the moon. If you have been through a challenging cycle where your creative ability to manifest seemed to be impeded, this oracle indicates that the tide is changing and your finances, energy, relationships, and vocation are being infused with abundant, universal energy now. Accept this divine grace and know that your abundance helps others feel abundant too. It is a spiritual service to live a life of fullness and joy. And then healing, a prayer to the Moon Maiden. I now choose to release negative energy, negative beliefs, and negative memories connected with abundance, money, relationships, success, and well-being. I offer these for healing to the beloved Moon Maiden Kuan Yin. May she turn the heaviness of these offerings into golden light. May I receive this golden light into my heart. Good fortune and blessings flow to me now. May I share as I receive. May I flow with joy, abundance, and divine grace. Through the blessings of divine Kuan Yin, so be it. I'm just kind of in like loving awe because she's just like, I'm protecting you with Mother Fierce. You are changing, you are shifting, you are upgrading, and because we are blessing you infinitely. Cat hair on my nose. Thank you, Nod. I just have this deep sense of gratitude and a deep sense of just love and fulfillment and joy and an eager sort of anticipation for the blessings that the universe has in store for all of us as we continue to rise and shine each and every day. And each and every day is a beautiful opportunity to rise and shine. Like the sun could not be out, but I'll tell you what, if you've ever been on a plane, you know the sun is still shining above those clouds. So even when it looks gray, shift your perspective. Find where the sun is. Be like a sunflower. Just stick your neck out a little bit. Like, sun, where are you? And sometimes it just takes rising a little higher. Raising your vibration a little bit to really just kind of like fall into it. Because when we have really heavy planetary energies, we feel it. I feel it. And sometimes I can feel slow, I can feel sluggish, or maybe I'm downloading or processing a lot of transformations, or I've done a lot of work and I've given a lot. And I'm like, I am physically tired. Oh my goodness, I'm emotionally tired. Just doing like a 3-minute meditation just shifts everything. Everything. All of a sudden, I don't need to lie down. Like, I'm good. It's like I gave myself a dose of spiritual vitamins. Energetic energy drink. It's really just, it's just so beautiful. The way Spirit's taking care of us. with Mars guiding our paths forward towards our abundance, towards our happiness. And so I really do hope that all of you have a beautiful night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for listening. Thanks for saying hi to Nod and Star and the 4 other cats. Yeah, I got 6 cats here. They're my roommate's cats. But, oh yeah, you sneeze. That is Eva. Eva is showing up. Bee. She looks at me with them eyes. Yeah, she's spinning a little hair. But we got a new moon on Friday. We got a couple of days before that happens, but we're entering into the energies. So now is a great time to just really kind of look at your intentions and what seeds you want to plant, especially with all these divine upgrades going. We're in a new place, we're in a new space, and it's going to be pure magic. It really, really is. So I want to close this reading with a little send-off prayer. Thank you, angels, archangels, guides, and spirit guides for being with us, guiding us, sending these messages. To anyone tuning into this message, hearing these, please just uplift them, surround them in love, provide solutions where they may need them, guide them on their path, guide them in all of their transformation. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Peace to all. Love to all. Light to all. I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful Aquarius season. And I'll check up with you guys, with you all, real soon. Probably over the weekends. Probably right after the new moon. Maybe I'll do a new moon live. I haven't decided. I like to do the moon transits, every 2.5 days. I feel like I'm starting to find my flow as a reader, which is important. I love you all. You all are brilliant. And I hope you sleep well. Thanks for hanging out with me. And I still couldn't make this a short video. I tried. But thanks for stopping by. Opal Rose Oracle, please like, subscribe, share. I'm planning my next class. It'll be fun. And until then, I'll see you soon. Infinite love. Go out there. Get them. Infinite love and support. Victory.